All right, guys. Bellator 214. Looks like we got a heavyweight champion and Ryan Bader, champ, also the light heavyweight champion as
First of all,
well.
are we tired of champs? Because I sure am. And they hold up belts and all this stuff. Like, it's one thing to have this happen in UFC, but this is becoming just everywhere. I think it's becoming in wrestling. I think it'll be in fighting. Like, and at every promotion, like, this is now the thing. And, man, I hate it. I really do.
And if anything, it seems like Bader's he's not too old. It looks like he's up to actually defending both titles. He's come in at about 225.
Right,
So I think he can still get down to 205. He's never really had a problem with it.
right.
He's been, amateur wrestler for years and years. He's used to the whole weight cut scenario.
Yeah.
He may be the one who can actually make a champ scenario actually
So
work.
here's my thing. Do you really think that he's going to defend a heavyweight and then drop down to 205 and go back and forth?
Maybe once at each. I don't know how long the longevity in that though.
I just think that's terrible for your body.
Oh, it
You
is.
got to do one or the
But
other.
at the same time, if he's fighting at 225 like tonight, he's not really bouncing around much. I don't know. I don't know what he is. Is he walking around at 225 and he ain't doing nothing at heavyweight to cut?
I think he weighed 227. I think
Yeah.
that's what his weight was.
Yeah. I'm guessing
So,
225.
but no, I'm just saying, like, I think 227 is probably his natural weight that is what he starts to cut when he fights at 205 too. Like, I think that's probably where he's around. So it's interesting. But anyways, let's go over the card.
So he knocks out Fedor Emelianenko in 35 seconds, basically, basically with one punch. Fedor, I don't know if he's going to retire after this or what. Now, granted, it's not like he came in here on a big losing streak.
No.
I mean, he got to the finals, obviously.
He's 42 years old though, and
he beat Chell.
Yeah, and Frank Mir, who is
Yeah.
losing to basically anybody right now.
Right.
So my opinion on Fedor, well, first of all, like he's so wide open for punches now. Like, I don't know if just the reflexes aren't there as much as they used to be or what, but he is getting caught left and right now in fights, and usually he's getting dropped when he gets caught. So
Well, look at the Matt Mitrione fight from last year.
right, and they both got dropped.
Right.
Matt got up first. But yeah, and in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Calm down, people. And this is not because he lost tonight. So many people want to put him in this GOAT category,
Right.
and I am not one of those people.
Well, they were saying if he beats Bader, by all means, he's
Oh,
the
he's
greatest
the
of all
GOAT.
time.
No. And, like, I grew up a lot with Pride. I watched a lot of Pride. I understand Fedor's aura and all that stuff. I get it. But Fedor basically became the #1 heavyweight in the world because he beat Mirko Krokop and he beat Nogueira. And he beat him like 3 times basically because there was a weird like headbutt deal. But mostly like those are great. Were great fighters in their time, but I don't think it seals you to be the GOAT. Yeah, you beat Gary Goodrich. Yeah, you beat Kevin Randleman. Yeah, you beat Mark Coleman. I get it. Yeah, you beat Mark Hunt. Like, you definitely had your rack of wins. But then, when you came to the States, you got tapped out by Verdum. You got knocked out. You were losing to Arlovsky, and he just decided to do a flying knee, and you knocked him out. You beat Tim Sylvia. What did you do?
Knocked out by Bigfoot Silva.
Knocked out by Bigfoot Silva. He got his ass whooped by Bigfoot Silva. And now, you got knocked out by Matt Mitrione. You have Ryan Bader knock you out in 35 seconds. I just do not see Fedor as the GOAT.
And on top of that, no matter if it's contract issues, whatever the scenario may be at the end of the day, money-wise, he did not fight one fight in the UFC.
Right.
That's really the ultimate proving ground, and that's their catchphrase, but that really is. You have to have that fight experience there.
And I would say that is definitely a hit on him, but at least he fought in Strikeforce. He got knocked out by Dan Henderson too. Let's not forget that one. He barely got past Brett Rogers, the grim Brett Rogers, who we don't see anymore, right? So, I think he is an absolute legend in the sport, right? I think he is and all that stuff. But calm down with the GOAT talk. That needs to stop. But overall, what did you think of this heavyweight Grand Prix? based on the announcement from the very
I'll tell you
beginning.
what. So when they announced it, when you have your people like Chael Sonnen, who's moving up basically from middleweight to heavyweight, and then you have Bader, who's a light heavyweight, moved up to heavyweight. Which when I saw that was my pick from the get go was Bader.
Right.
So and you saw it tonight. This whole tournament worked out perfectly.
I feel like most people thought Mitrione was going to win.
Yeah, he was
because he was like
well.
the true heavyweight there, and they thought that.
I mean, for Bader, so he got past King Mo in 15 seconds. Now Mitrione, he basically just held him on the ground for 3 rounds,
right.
And then tonight took him 1 shot, knocked out Fedor. It could not have worked out any better though, as far as highlight. I mean, tonight he's going to have all these pictures with 3 titles: the light heavyweight, the heavyweight, and then they even get a Grand Prix championship belt as well.
Ain't going nowhere. That's permanent. That's his.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's funny about that? Who won the last tournament that Scott Coker put on as the heavyweight?
Daniel Cormier.
Right.
And they're supposed to fight.
Right. And then look at this. And honestly, you couldn't pick a better heavyweight fight right now for Daniel Cormier than Ryan Bader.
Yeah.
It would be the perfect fight. And Daniel Cormier was all talking about he wanted the easiest fight in the division. He wanted Ryan Bader. I don't think so anymore, man. And this also, what we've seen lately from DC and from Ryan Bader is going to 205 a bad idea, because it looks like these guys actually have some real power in their hands, and we're not seeing it at 205, but we're seeing it at heavyweight. So it just makes me wonder, is it the best decision to go to 205?
Well, I think you kind of dive into the weight cut issue in general.
Right.
When you talk about that, when they're cutting that weight and draining their body, which really goes down to draining their energy to some extent.
Yep. It's an interesting topic, but I do feel like that it's definitely kind of changed my perspective on things. If a guy doesn't have power at 205, it does not mean that they don't have power.
Yeah.
So Tito, I need you to go to heavyweight, because you haven't shown me power at 205, but you might have power at heavyweight. So it'll be interesting. And yeah, who knows what the future holds for Bellator? There could be a lot of different scenarios for Ryan Bader. There could be a lot of different scenarios. I personally think Fedor is either fought his last fight or he'll fight maybe like one more time in Russia. I don't think he fights again at Bellator. I think this is it.
This may be it. Because, I mean, even at this point, who do you put him against? Somebody else that lost in the heavyweight tournament.
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, kind of for what at this point? He's 42.
Yep.
He already retired, came back.
He fought that one fight against that tomato can from the UFC in Russia. I don't remember his name. Rampage fought him too in UFC.
Yeah,
I can't remember. But yeah, he fought him too. And he almost got knocked out in that fight too. So, I mean, there's no safe fight for Fedor anymore. It is what it is. I think that he had a great run, but his time has come. So
Henry Corrales defeats Aaron Pico by knockout in a crazy, basically 1 minute fight where they're just trading back and forth. Corrales gets rocked 30 seconds in and then comes right back and knocks out Pico like cold dead.
I almost feel like this is a nightmare scenario for Bellator. I feel like that they really had hopes that they were going to put Pico in a tough spot, and he was going to find a way to win and move on and prove that he's almost ready for a title. And now, man, he's already had 2 losses, and one's been by submission, one's been by knockout. I just don't know confidence-wise where his psyche is, all that stuff, for him to be this superstar that they want him to be. That was a big setback tonight.
Well, the thing is, so every fight that he's had, I believe, ended in the first round.
Yeah.
Whether he's lost or he's won, he comes out guns a-blazing.
Kid has no patience.
But he's like 21, 22 years old.
Kid has no patience.
So he could have a long career, but he's got to settle down.
He's got to understand that if he's got a guy that's he sees the blood in the water and he just attacks him, and there's got to be a point where you got to calm down there, because you can get caught too. And I really feel like that guy's experience is what made him win that fight. He didn't panic. He didn't freak out. He maintained where he was going to be. And when he saw his shot, oh my God, did he land. He nailed him. And Pico was almost knocked out standing up, and then he got hit 3 more times on the way down. I mean, he was out cold. And I just think, did you see the reaction on the Joe Rogan fight companion?
No, I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
Brendan Schaub like fell out of his chair. He was just like, "Oh my god!" And then Rogan's just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
But like, it was just like, oh, that's so bad for Bellator. Like that's.
And Corrales may just go get a title shot now,
right
against Pitbull.
I mean,
featherweight title.
It makes sense now. People definitely know who he is now. Like, do it. If he's won 5 straight also since going to this new camp that he's been going to in Arizona. So he trains with Benson Henderson and those guys out there. Give him a shot. He earned it. He beat Aaron Pico. He beat their poster boy, their future poster boy. So give it to him.
Jake Hager defied the odds.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Got a win for the good guys. Defeated J.W. Kaiser.
First of all,
By
right?
submission.
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
He didn't have to eke out a decision. He got a finish. He took him down. And
I can't believe that this dork is still using the "We the People" gimmick. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the theme song, the catchphrase,
everything.
Truth is out there singing him to the cave.
He comes out with a T-shirt that says "We the People."
No, he knows where he comes from.
I saw
and how to market himself.
I saw him at the weigh-in, and he did the whole crap. I'm like, you got to be kidding me! And I didn't know it was going to be like that. I know that. I mean, God, his stance was wide open, right? Chin wide open. He took a little punch from this jobber. I mean, this is WWF Superstars first match jobber that he fought. Velocity, right? First match, too. We're not talking main event velocity. We're talking first match velocity jobber that he fought. And he basically held the guy and elbowed him a couple of times and then submitted him. So we really don't know. I mean, we know he knows submissions. And man, when he won, did you see him just get up like he had won the freaking championship? I mean, give me a break.
Think Dutch Mantel's in his corner.
Oh, that's next, I guess. Dutch Mantel will cut a promo. You know, R-Truth can't make it tonight. Oh my gosh! Like, I understand. You know, Bellator wants to get some eyeballs and some attention, but man, Jack Swagger sucked in WWE, and I do not care about him in MMA.
Did you see his resume that they posted up on the screen there when he was shadow boxing in the locker room? He's a 2-time world champion, WWE and ECW.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Nope, I don't, and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But yeah, you know, I feel like CM Punk definitely drew eyeballs. Brock Lesnar draws eyeballs. Bobby Lashley is even drew eyeballs. Jack Swagger, Jake Hager. With Lisp
even though his Twitter is real Jack Swagger.
Yeah, God no. Goodbye. Not a fan.
You're going to see him again, though. But they're going to bring another J.W. Kaiser.
Oh, bring in Mitrione. Just let Mitrione hit him with a 2-piece and put him out. I'm done.
Fedor.
Yeah.
He's heavyweight?
If he beats Fedor, I'll throw up everywhere.
That would be the debut event for Bellator in Russia. Hager and Fedor.
Yeah, so no. Anyways... So that's basically Bellator. There was another guy that the inspirational story, Chris Pratt walked him out.
Yeah. That
was cool. He won his fight, the armbar. So overall,
I'll tell you what, they have a shit ton of prelims on every Bellator card. There's like 20 fights in every card, it seems like.
I don't watch prelims ever either.
Prelims are like 3 hours long. Then you get to the main card, and that's another 5 or 6 fights.
That's a long day if you're going to the fight. That's a long day.
But I think sometimes they throw amateur fights on the prelims as well. That's part of the whole prelim package for them.
Right. So yeah, there's Bellator for you. I don't know how you're feeling about the future of Bellator. I feel like that it's kind of up in the air. It's now basically going to be focused around this welterweight tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. With they're doing another Grand Prix. As one ends, another one has already began.
Yes,
but they're still in the first round of the welterweight Grand Prix. Like you were referencing, John Fitch and Rory McDonald are actually going to be fighting for the welterweight title. Is the first round in that Grand Prix as well, to where the title's defended as that tournament goes along, which is pretty neat. That same card, was it Lima McFarlane is going to defend her title against Vita Ortega. So McFarlane's still undefeated. She's their poster girl right now, coming off that big showing in Hawaii. It's also going to be that card is going to be in San Jose, Scott Coker's backyard. He always puts on a big show in his backyard.
Yeah, that'll be one of their big shows. February 16th, though, is MVP and Paul Daly. We've all been waiting for it. I think this is a huge fight for Bellator. It's the toughest fight of MVP's career. I love MVP. I think he's awesome. I think he's an amazing performer. I think that if you haven't seen this guy fight, you absolutely should watch.
And even the night before, they're doing one of those back-to-back Friday night, Saturday night cards.
Mitrione
and Kiritonov.
Yeah.
The super fight.
That's going to be a good fight, too.
Did you catch the promo on that? Super
fight?
No,
I did not.
The way they cut it?
No, I did not. I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because they're building up Mitrione. He knocked out Fedor, the Russian MMA legend, and he's fighting Kiritonov.
What bothers me about Mitrione too? His shoulder pops out in and out. I don't know what it is. It's something. It's broken, and he doesn't want to pay to get it fixed. It's gross. It's gross. I'll point it out to you next time. It's just his whole shoulder pops out in and out. It's gross.
That's not good.
No, it's not. Especially when you're fighting with your shirt off and everyone can see it. But. Anyways, that's Bellator. Next MMA event will be UFC on ESPN Plus, and we'll definitely go over that card. We'll probably do a post-fight reaction video to that card, so be on the lookout for that.
What's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night is the Royal Rumble. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, the Royal Rumbles tomorrow night. Catch that, and we have I think that's it, right? Covered everything?
Yep.
All right, so be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe, be sure to comment. Any other things we need to plug?
PWPNation.com.
PWP.
Check them out at PWP Nation. Very simple. That's the handle for all the social media, posting up news every day. Helping us out with our exposure and vice versa as well. So be sure to check those guys out.
Thanks for checking us out. Take care, guys.